Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking to leaders specifically. And for those leaders who would have probably sometimes you would have reached a block in your life. Sometimes, you know what, things happen, situations hitting you from side to side. You really don't know what to do. So what's your next step? The one thing I just want to do, of course, we're going to deal with slides on this show. So the next one is, if you want to, if you are persistent, you will get it. But if you were consistent, you will keep it. They're two different factors altogether. Persistency will drive you, but consistency will hold you. So that's what you need to understand as a leader. Make sure that as you're persistent in getting what you got to get, you got to remain consistent. You always got to keep reading, always got to keep developing yourself. There's one factor that I always keep in life, and the man himself that really kept me on that factor is John C. Maxwell, when he says, if you're in a room with successful people and you're the intelligent one in that room, then you're in the wrong room. So you got to be in a room where people always strive you to keep you thinking, to keep you above your means, to keep you above wherever you got to go. The one who is crazy enough to think they can change the world are the ones that do. You can do all things, and you got to always remember that nothing is greater than you. Don't expect things to get easier. You expect to get better. And that's how the life in the world is going to change around you. And you always got to continue pushing. And push basically means persist until something happens. That's the only way things are going to happen. Like this artwork. If only, the main thing is, a lot of people strive and live off of the fact of if only things would get better, if only I had a car, if only I had this house, if only I had all the money. It's not about if only. You got to stop doing that. Stop doing the if onlys and just give thanks for what you do have. Just start with the grateful and the gratitude that you've got, and I guarantee you things are going to get better. Things are going to get better, I promise you. Always strive to reach your goals. How to motivate yourself? Achieve your goals. Always set goals in your life. Day-to-day goals, as much as you got long-term, medium-term, short-term goals. You got your 2 to 5 year plan set out, but still strive to meet your daily goals. Every day you need to be doing something. Let me tell you, I learned this from Eric Thompson. Only 86,400 seconds is in 24 hours. What are you doing within those seconds to make the difference in your life? Every second in your day must count. Must count. Must count for something. What are you doing every day? Every second of the day. Turn off that TV sometimes. Shut off your cell phone. I don't care about this call or that call. Get off of Skype. Get off of Facebook. Do what you got to do. Get reading. Read, and keep developing yourself. I was trying to look for my book. Forgive me if I look distracted for a second. And you always got to keep challenging yourself to do better, because every day is a new day on planet Earth. And guess what? The longer you stay to reach your goal, is the longer somebody else is going to stay to achieve their own, because somebody's waiting on you to get it together. You always got to strive to your goal. My next biggest question that I always ask people every time I do a talk somewhere is, when you look in the mirror, who do you see looking back at you? Do you see your present situations and circumstances looking back at you, or do you see your potential looking back at you? Because guess what? You can look, and most people look through the mirror and see where they are and who they are and who people say they are. So if you think you're a loser, who is looking back at you in the mirror when you look? A loser. But you know what? You've been created for greatness, and you got to understand, God don't make no junk, and you got enough. So what I want to be able to do is share 8 great things that I've learned, and this is 8 great techniques that we've instituted, and we got this off of the internet, and it's a powerful tool to use. First and foremost, we want to talk to you about, you've got to work. Work is the first thing you've got to do. You always got to keep improving in what you do. Focus. You have to stay focused on what you've got to do. Develop a passion for what you're going to do. And of course, you never ever stop pushing. You push as hard as you can push. Every single day, every second, every hour, every minute of the day. You've got to be prepared to serve people. If you're not a people's person, you cannot lead. There are leaders, and listen, leadership is all about influence. That's how it just comes down to it. Leadership is all about influence. Who are you influencing? Who are you serving? You've got to get the bigger picture. The I days, everybody develop I days. As a leader, you have to come up with daily plans and I days. It's something that you always got to do. Again, something that I took away from E.T. or Eric Thomas, if you're not sure. Eric Thomas said, hey, I get up at 3:30 in the morning, at 3 o'clock every morning. Guess what? You know what? I couldn't do that. But you know what? I said to myself, how bad do I really want my dreams and goals accomplished? I started to do it. I didn't even know what to get up and do first and foremost, but I started learning it. And when I first get up in the morning, the first thing I do is thank God for making me see this day. You know what? Somebody else did not make it last night into the new day. So the first thing you do when you get up in the morning is thank God for at least you made it from one day into the next. So that means there's a new possibility for you coming out into that. And the next thing you've got to be able to do is stay persistent and push. And I guarantee you keep it, your success is going to happen. Again, thanks for tuning in. This is just a great small little snippets. And of course, if you've got any questions for me, give me a call. Of course, you see my email address is there. Give me a call. You can check out the YouTube channel. You can get me anytime. And I'd love your feedback. Much love and respect. And again, like everything else that I end off saying, stay focused.